Hello everyone, Luke Flywalker here with another Flight School 101 video. Today we're going to take a look at Dani Planes' newest release, the Super D-Trel. This little gem has created quite a stir in the SL Aviation community, and deservedly so. It is a great plane for beginners and experienced pilots as well. The plane is modeled after the real-life Super Petrel, an experimental class amphibious sports plane. The Second Life version is every bit as fun to fly as the real one. It's a great plane to explore SL in, but more about that later. Let's take a look at our pre-flight checklist and talk about what we're going to learn today. First, we'll learn about decam use. Then we're going to take a look at the instrument panel, using ground power unit or GPU, setting up your mini-map, and having fun with the Super D-Trel. So let's get started. First off, we will take a look at the decam HUD. Dani includes this in all his planes to make moving your camera around easier while operating the aircraft. The HUD attaches right below the pilot HUD, so it makes it easy to access. Dani also includes two gestures to control the HUD, or you can use chat commands. For this lesson, I'm going to do everything from the HUD. To activate the decam, click the camera icon on the HUD. When you click the arrow to the right side of the HUD, it will change to all the different camera positions. Clicking the arrow to the left of the HUD allows the camera to slide left. There are three different ways to control most features on the aircraft: the pilot HUD, chat commands, and the instrument panel. There are two things that are only found on the instrument panel: the battery voltmeter and the fuel gauge. You can use the decam to cam in and check these gauges at any time. Most of the switches on the panel are functional. We can turn on master power, start the engines, set or release the wheel brakes, and control all the aircraft lighting. The D-Trel is also equipped with autopilot. If I click the autopilot switch, a menu pops up for me to load a waypoint note card. You can also click this switch to start autopilot after takeoff. Check out Dani's tutorial on creating waypoint note cards using the terminal, and I have a video on how to use autopilot on the D690. Autopilot works the same on all Dani aircraft. Click the links at the top of this video to see the autopilot tutorials. Okay, now I've sat here with the power on so long that it has drained the battery. Recently, I saw someone asking in group chat about this problem. If the battery is dead, the plane won't start. Well, you can stand up and delete the plane and res a new one, or you can use the external power option, which is called the ground power unit, or GPU for short. You can activate this by typing GPU in local chat, clicking on the external power icon on the HUD, or flipping the switch on the control panel. When you activate GPU, a really cool charger reses at the back of the plane with cables connected to the aircraft. Once the battery is recharged, you can power up and start the engine. If the battery is not fully charged, You will need to deactivate the ground power unit before you can move the plane. Before we look at Minimap settings, let's check graphics. For this video I have quality turned up to max, but when I'm flying and not doing video work I usually set my quality to mid. I keep my draw distance at 512. If 512 causes you problem, try reducing to 256. One thing that will really help you navigate across the grid is the Minimap. It's a great navigational tool. It serves as a kind of radar and gives you a great look at the ground ahead of you. Here's how to set it up. Right-click to bring up the menu. Make sure Rotate is off. Under Show, select Property Lines and World Map Textures. That's all there is to it. I place it in the upper left-hand corner of my viewer. I use it for flying and for any mode of travel across the grid. Okay, the classroom lecture is over. It's time for some hands-on training, and let's get out and have some fun. After all, fun is a main function of the Super D-Trel. I'd like to introduce two new friends I made while working on this video. It was amazing. I was at Toluki Island and someone started buzzing me in a Super D-Trel. The pilot didn't know I was there and I didn't know him. After a few quick IM exchanges, he started helping me get some great video shots, and we became friends in the process. I also met Seamus, an amazing pilot in his own rights. Now let me introduce to you my two new friends, Flux Emergy and Seamus, the Border Collie pilot. We're now going to show you how to have fun with the Super D-Trel. Please enjoy.